Hello Aquarius, and welcome to the Ultra Instinct Tarot. My name is Andres, and I will be taking care of you for this reading. So I will be using these books to help me out for today. I really like the words that they use. And I will be using these 3 decks along with my own Office Oracle deck. This is the Waite Tarot, OSHO Zen Tarot, and the good old Thoth Tarot. So the goal for this channel is for us to learn how to use our own Ultra Instinct. So we're just gonna go with the flow and get started. Oh, look at that, Aquarius. And we're starting out with the Master. Oh yeah, this is their own. This isn't even in the major arcana. They made their own card for the Master. So you're doing your own thing. That's good. A master in Zen is not a master over others, but a master of himself. His very gesture and his every word reflect his enlightened state. He has no private goals, no desire that anything should be other than the way it is. His disciples gather around him not to follow him, but to soak up his presence and be inspired by his example. In his eyes they find their own truth reflected, and in his silence they fall more easily into the silence of their own beings. The Master welcomes the disciples not because he wants to lead them, but because he has so much to share. Together they create an energy field that supports each unique individual in finding his or her own light. If you can find such a master, you are blessed. If you cannot, keep on searching. Learn from the teachers and the would-be masters and move on. Chairaveti, said Gautama the Buddha. Keep on moving. Just keep swimming. Beyond mind, there is an awareness that is intrinsic, that is not given to you by the outside, and is not an idea, and there is no experiment up to now that has found any center in the brain which corresponds to awareness. The whole work of meditation is to make you aware of all that is mind, and disidentify yourself from it. That very separation is the greatest revolution that can happen to man. Now you can do and act on only that which makes you more joyous, fulfills you, gives you contentment, makes your life a work of art, a beauty. But this is possibly only if the master in you is awake. Right now the master is fast asleep, and the servant, is playing the role of master. And the servant is not even your servant. The servant is created by the outside world, follows the outside world and its laws. Once your awareness becomes a flame, it burns up the whole slavery that the mind has created. There is no blissfulness more precious than freedom, than being a master of your own destiny. So this card envelops what they mean by, everyone has a little piece of God in them. Oh wow. And right next to it is a thunderbolt. This is the tower. So it looks like your whatever self-image that you had of yourself in your mind is being torn down, which is good, because then the master is going to come out. Because the master is full. If we think ourselves only with the mind, then we are only seeing a part of ourselves instead of the whole. Let's read what the thunderbolt is about. It's 16. And so far we've had just major arcana and this whole card. So it seems like you aren't going to be making things happen. Things are going to be happening to you. That's what all these major arcana are more about. It's, the stuff we do, we need practice over and over and over again, like a circle. And then when we finally understand what's going on, it's like we get picked up onto the next thing, so whatever's going on, you're in that airspace of being picked up to the next thing. So this card shows a tower being burned, destroyed, blown apart, and that's good. Especially if the master is hitting underneath. A man and a woman are leaping from it, not because they want to, but because they have no choice. Yeah, it's happening to you. In the background is a transparent meditating figure representing the witnessing consciousness. So just watch things happen. You might be feeling pretty shaky right now, as if the earth is rocking beneath your feet. Your sense of security is being challenged, and the natural tendency is to try to hold on to whatever you can. But this inner earthquake is both necessary and tremendously important. If you allow it, you will emerge from the wreckage stronger and more available for new experiences. So the master, your own master, the master version of you is going to come out if you allow it. After the fire, the earth is replenished. After the storm, the air is clear. Try to watch the destruction with detachment, almost as if it were happening to somebody else. Say yes to the process by meeting it halfway. So what meditation does, slowly, a good shout of the master, unexpectedly, in the situation where the disciple is asking some question. The master jumps and shouts, or hits him, or throws him off the door, or jumps over him. These methods were never known. It was purely the very creative genius of Matsu, and he made many people enlightened. Sometimes it looked so hilarious. He threw a man from the window from a 2-story house, and the man had come to ask on what to meditate. And Matsu not only threw him, he jumped after him, fell on him, sat on his chest, and they said, "Got it?" And the poor fellow said yes, because if you say no, he may beat you or do something else. It is enough. His body is fractured, and Matsu, sitting on his chest, says, "Got it?" And in fact, he got it, because it was so sudden, out of the blue. He could never have conceived it. So, I don't know if things are about to start happening to you, or if they have been, but just watch them. Oh, very quickly, too. So, it's either happening now, or it's literally happening like in a few seconds. But remember, the whole point of what's going on is to find the master in yourself. Yeah, I'm not even going to read this one. That answered my question. Look at all that lightning surrounding the master. This is a beautiful reading so far. And then we got the Prince of Wands here. Oof. Very nice. Yeah, look at all that red. That solar plexus energy. Prince of Wands. This is the air of fire. So imagine all of this is going on, and there's a fire, and the air helps the fire spread, and it's going in every single direction. Every single direction. You are learning every single direction. Alright. So this card does represent July 12th to August 11th, in case, that has anything to do with what you're thinking. Alright, so the Prince of Wands, he is romantic, especially in matters of history and tradition, to the point of folly, and may engineer stunts or play elaborate practical jokes. The ascendant, or the rising sign, in one's astrological natal chart is second only to the sun sign in importance. So the sun sign is pretty much where you are now. The rising sign is where you want to, where you're heading, Among other things, it represents the native's personality and how they appear to others in the world. Crowley's ascendant, Aleister Crowley, it was 3 degrees Leo, which is this card. So he consequently identified strongly with Leo and with the Prince of Wands, who rules 20 degrees Cancer to 20 degrees Leo. So this card is Crowley's idealized image of himself. First of all, we find his personal seal, the mark of the beast emblazoned upon the breast of the prince. It's this guy right here. This device appears in only 2 other places in Thoth Tarot, on the 5 of Wands and the Ace of Discs, which by tradition is a signature card of the deck's creator. The prince is even seated in Crowley's favorite yogic posture, the Thunderbolt Asana. Oh wow, there's the Thunderbolt again. Crowley, because he felt he knew himself so well, he has a great deal to say about the moral qualities and intellectual paradoxes of this card. He's often violent, especially in the expression of an opinion, but he does not necessarily hold the opinion about which he is so emphatic. His character is intensely noble and generous. He may be an extravagant boaster while slyly laughing both at the object of his boast and at himself for making it. His courage is fanatically strong and his endurance indefatigable. He's always fighting against odds and always wins in the very long run. This is the winner in this very long run. Except looks like it's going to be more quickly than longer. So here's another few notables whose sun sign makes them the Prince of Wands. Julius Caesar was one. John D. Nelson Mandela, Mick Jagger, Jacqueline Kennedy, Madame Blavatsky, and Christopher Hyatt. So this could be you. You're finally understanding, or maybe this is what's being torn down. But nice fiery energy that's going on. And then the Thunderbolt being repeated again. There's 3 different cards. Look at that, from 2 different decks. And then we have the 7 of Cups. The 7 of Cups. So this is about illusions, choices, daydreaming, fantasy, decision fatigue. It is next to the Thunderbolt. Alright, the Fool is offered a dazzling array of choices, some leading to fame, power, and wealth, and others to love, joy, and life's simple pleasures. Each has its own allure, so she finds herself lost in these daydreams, wishing and hoping without actually taking any action. She must truly know herself and apply a healthy dose of reason in order to turn fantasy into reality. So it feels like this is the fantasy that they're talking about. And she must truly know herself and apply a healthy dose of reason in order to turn that into a reality. This might help. Strength. So maybe there's options that it might lead you away from the master, especially if there's something intense going on that's breaking something down, either yourself or the things around you. So you have all these other things that you can focus on, or you can just watch this destruction that's happening, and that'll lead you to the reality you really, really want. You don't want any of these. You really want to find the master, and it's going to require some strength. Especially during this time, strength. And it's another, we got more major arcana than minor. So there's more things that are happening to you. Strength is about confidence, which this Prince of Wands has. Patience, resilience, inner strength. Yeah, so these two are out here. And they're talking about the same thing. You gotta embody this Prince of Wands through what's going on here. And in the inside, you will find the master very quickly too. Because he's not somewhere else. You know, he's within you. He's not, there's no time that needs to be taken for you to find the master. He's always there. In order to continue her journey, the Fool must learn to tap into her inner reserves of strength, the kind that allows one to master and channel their animalistic drives and instincts to succeed despite distress, danger, and struggle. It is not about dominance, but resilience, adaptability, and the confidence that whatever twists and turns life throws one's way, one can handle them calmly. Yeah, that's perfect. What a reading, Aquarius. Wow. Alright, and then let's see some final thoughts from the Office Oracle deck. This card wants to come out in this one. Nice jump. Look at that. They're also jumping. This one's all about jumping too. This is number 6. So yeah, Michael says it's about doing, not thinking. Just jump. Your universe will be there to catch you with your own fun bouncy castle. You're Braveheart, man. You're Braveheart, man. Meditate. Interesting. So silence and watch. Yeah, okay, that's... this card is actually the perfect card to end the reading. So meditate. Sit down somewhere comfortable and but if you're wearing a dress, cross your legs because nobody wants to see that. So just meditate in whatever way is comfortable to you while all this is going on too, you know. So just remember the goal is to be quiet and listen. So no, I did not say to not think. Be receptive and watch. Watch what you have to say and watch how you react. Especially if it deals with things that surround you. Yeah, this is a beautiful reading. Things being torn down, but it's all going to lead to the master. Once you find him, wonderful things are going to be happening. It's a very beautiful reading, Aquarius. I'm going to leave you there. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.